Our next guest is a talented actress you know from the hit show Euphoria, as well as movies such as The King of Staten Island and Other People. She's currently starring as Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, which is now playing off-Broadway at the West Side Theater. Please welcome back to the show, Maud Apatow, everybody.
Thank you.
This is I don't know if you heard, Taron is very jealous that you're in Little Shop of Horrors and he's not.
Oh my God, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he was just saying this is one of his dream roles. Was this, I know you're a huge musical theater fan, was this a dream for you?
Oh my gosh, yeah, this was one of the first shows I ever saw as a kid, so I was yeah, it was extra special for that reason, I think.
Now, obviously you're excited. Was it also, were there some nerves when you first started doing it? I mean, I know you're up and running now and probably very comfortable.
Oh, yeah. No, there were so many nerves. Still are.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have like a history of stage fright.
Okay.
So this is,
well,
this has been very challenging for me.
I mean, it seems interesting that you were like, I have a history of stage fright and I have taken to the stage.
No, it's tricky. It's always been that way, but I pushed through.
So like early, even as a young actor in school productions, you would have
Yes, like, oh my gosh. There was one time I was like in the improv group at my school and I was always so nervous to do improv. And my dad came to like our final performance. And every time I'd get like tapped in to go on stage, I'd instantly run off stage for whatever reason I'd make up. So I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm getting a phone call. I have to go. And he's like, Maud, you have to stay on stage for more than 30 seconds. Like, it's weird. So yeah, it's always been that way.
Now, your dad, Judd Apatow, obviously knows a lot about comedy, about directing. So, and I've heard he's come to see this show 9 times.
He has.
Now, that is both very incredibly loving. Is he only supportive, or does he bring notes?
Oh, he definitely brings notes.
A lot of notes?
Lots of notes. I know, everyone in the cast is like, your dad's here again. I'm like, yeah, he is, huh? He sits in the same spot, like I can see him. We have monitors backstage of the stage, and I can see his bald spot in the monitor when he's there. But yeah, he's gonna come I think 8 more times before I finish. Yeah, no, he's a super fan.
That's really sweet. And then after each show, does he always say good job first, I hope?
Yes, yeah, no.
Okay,
but he does give me notes. He's seen it so many times. He knows when I'm having a bummer show, for sure.
Your mom, the wonderful actress Leslie Mann, she is different. It seems like, based on her Instagram comments we found, she seemed to be very consistently positive. We've tried to circle them for everybody to see. Every single photo, she just puts a bunch of hearts. Like the same hearts every single time. I mean, this must be so... Had you even noticed that she was doing this?
No.
No, that is the saddest thing for a mom, is she's like, it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't notice. I was reading what strangers said.
Oh my God. I didn't realize she's doing the same thing on every single
This is the best one. I don't think, for the record, don't feel bad, because I don't think she notices either. Here's a photo where she just commented twice in a row.
She really loved that one.
She loved that one. She was like, she commented once, she's like, you know what, once isn't enough.
No,
I've got to say it. You have a wonderful co-star in this, Matt Doyle. He won a Tony last year. It's a very funny show. It seems like a show in an intimate theater where people are really enjoying being together and laughing together. Do you guys ever have trouble not laughing when you're on stage together?
Oh my God, so much. We just, at the end of Suddenly Seymour, we embrace and then kiss, and then he dips me down, and we stay kissing in that dip position for as long as the audience claps. But I think we don't get up, so then they think we're still going, so they keep clapping, and it sort of just becomes really long that we're holding this kiss. And it's a stage kiss, so we're not actually making out, we're kind of just still in a kiss, and sometimes we kind of talk through the kiss. We'll be like, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, they seem like this, and I'm but it's always a little awkward. But I always think that's funny, and then I'll just start laughing.
You mentioned obviously this history of stage fright and getting over your nerves. You had an incident recently in the show where you had to get over.
Yeah.
Did it help or hurt the nerves?
Well, I'm always really kind of in a panic the entire time, and I was running off stage, and I guess my eyes were kind of adjusting to the light, and I just ran full speed into the wall.
Yeah.
And
Had they just moved it there, or was it there every night?
oh, it was definitely there every night.
So not like a new wall situation.
I know, everyone was like, wait, the same, and I'm like, let's not get into it. But yeah, and I got a concussion.
Middle of the show?
Yeah.
And did you finish that show?
I did.
Wow.
It was insane. I don't know
and
what I was
was your
doing.
dad like, I feel like something was off?
God, he would have been if he was there. I swear I was just like almost crying the rest of the show. My eyes were just like, I was like, okay, but get through it, get through it, get through it. And then, yeah, after the show, I think the adrenaline wore off and I was like, I need to go to the hospital.
Well,
but I'm all good.
There, you're all good, and it really shows your commitment to the craft. They all say, all the reviews said Maud Apatow would run through a wall for this part.
It's so humiliating. I posted on my Instagram, like, I can't come to the show tonight. I'm so sorry. And everyone was like, screw you. Yeah. And then I had to post the next show I missed due to an injury.
Oh,
I felt like
an
athlete.
Yeah, exactly. They can't say screw you, I feel like. Unless you're like, the thing is, I ran into a wall, and they're like, well, come on.
I didn't want to get into specifics.
Yeah, don't get into specifics.
It's too embarrassing.
It's so great to see you. Congrats on the show, and thanks for being back. You guys, that's Maud Apatow, everybody. Little Shop of Horrors is playing now.